Today I'm going to talk to you about an avatar and why it will make or break your business. By the way, if you like videos on how to grow your customer list and build a real brand, then subscribe to my channel below as I have new videos each week.
It's the Morning Marketing Machine, here to grow your e-commerce business with proven marketing strategies and tactics, so you can run your business with machine-like precision. My name is Douglas Levin. Let's dive in.
Hi, my name is Douglas Levin, and I built a 20,000 person messenger list ahead of the launch of our first product, which led to 20,000 in monthly sales within the first 3 months of launch. I also have a link to a free cheat sheet below with tips on how to take control over your e-commerce income. Have you ever wondered why some brands are making millions and some are struggling to get by? Maybe you're one of those brands that's struggling and you're wondering, like, what can I do to right the ship? Well, the first thing I'd ask to see is your avatar. You may be wondering, like, what's an avatar? So in a previous video, I talked about 3 tips to build a real brand, and your ideal customer is one of those 3 tips. So in this video, I wanted to expand a little bit on what that is and everything behind it. So an avatar is just a compilation of everything about your ideal customer. You want to even give it a name, like maybe Bill or Jim or Judy, anything like that. But what it's really designed for is that it's going to inform everything that everybody in your company does related to that brand. So if you're thinking about next products to sell, or you're thinking about like what your branding might be, or anything related to your brand, you're going to ask yourself the question, or your employees are going to ask themselves the question of, what will Judy think of this? What will Bill think of this, right? So it gets into your head about, like, how does this relate? Is it something that aligns with what my ideal customer would want? You also may be wondering, like, so what kind of questions do I want to ask when I'm trying to figure out my avatar, my ideal customer, right? So you're going to get into the basic stuff, like about their demographics, like where do they live, like their household situation, like are they married, are they single, do they have kids, like how many kids, what type of kids, like what did they go to college, did they drop out of high school, like what kind of job do they have, how much do they possibly make. Like when you're looking at like the surface level stuff, you want to look at that. And if you're liking this video, by the way, make sure to leave a like below. You also want to make sure, though, when you're looking into your ideal customer, you're not just looking at the surface level stuff, but you're going below. You're going to dig deeper. And what I mean by that is you want to understand, like, the emotions of the customer, because what everyone always buys on emotion and they justify with logic, right? So when you're looking at it, you want to look at their hopes, their fears, their desires, like everything about, like, where do they want to be, like where are they currently at? Right? Like, are they in, like, are they unhappy about their job? Are they only in it because they've got 2 kids to support and they're looking to have a better life and they just want to put money on the table, like be able to feed their kids and not worry about getting kicked out of their house, right? That's where you want to look at everything you possibly can about them. Because when you're talking to them in, say, an ad or email or anything else that you're going to do, it goes into the copy. So this is why it's so important when you're looking over all this stuff is, like, all right, if I'm going to be writing an email to them, I don't want to just say my product is great because it's got this great feature, but it gets into the idea of how is this really going to benefit them? If you've identified that they have 2 kids and they're only in the job because, and it's a job that they don't like, and they're only doing it because they got to support their family, but your product might give them a way to support their family and is going to make them a lot happier because of something you've identified that they like, then at that point you can lean into that. That can be part of your copy, right? Because it is going to help them with their hopes, right? It's going to it's not so much about something that they're fearing anymore. You're pushing them towards something that they really, really want and away from the pain. So it's something you always want to pay close attention to as you're doing anything. Because, I mean, if you think about it from your perspective as a customer, like when has something happened to you when you clicked on an ad or you got an email and you were like, oh, this really spoke to me, right? The odds are that whoever was sending that to you probably did the research. They probably know everything about their ideal customer, and you align with that ideal customer. You might be part of that avatar. So like if it was me or something, it might be like, I'm a business owner and I've got 2 stepsons and I'm married, right? And I'm how old I am and all those kinds of things. We're like, okay, they've compiled a list and they said where I want to aspire to be. And then that copy in an email or in an ad really spoke to me because I want that thing that they're saying, this aspiration thing that I want to get to. So always keep this in mind, that whenever you're trying to build up anything related to your ideal customer, that you want to know everything about them, right? You want to know their demographics, you want to know their household information, you want to know about like the deeper level questions in terms of their hopes, their fears, their desires, all of those kinds of things. And it's going to just inform everything that you do moving forward, your copy, your emails, your product choices afterwards. And once you have this in place, you'll be like on the right path to have a real brand. So if you're looking for more tips on how to take control over your e-commerce income, click on the link below for a free cheat sheet. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips on how to grow your list and build a real brand. I'll talk to you guys next time. All right, bye.